In this video, I'm reading a section from Annihilation of Caste where Dr. Ambedkar is talking about how an individual can go about with bringing reform and what a group can do to allow, oppose, or completely trounce said reform. Assertion by the individual of his own opinions and beliefs, his own independence and interests as over against group standards, group authority, and group interests is the beginning of all reform. But whether the reform will continue depends upon what scope the group affords for such individual assertion. If the group is tolerant and fair-minded in dealing with such individuals, they will continue to assert and in the end succeed in converting their fellows. On the other hand, if the group is intolerant and does not bother about the means it adopts to stifle such individuals, they will perish, and as such the reform will die out. Now a caste has an unquestioned right to excommunicate any man who is guilty of breaking the rules of the caste. And when it is realized that excommunication involves a complete cessor of social intercourse, it will be agreed that as a form of punishment, there is really very little to choose between excommunication and death. So the caste is ever ready to take advantage of this helplessness of an individual, and per Hindu law, a caste has the autonomy to regulate its membership. And castes take advantage of this law and actually punish dissenters with excommunication. Therefore, caste in the hands of the orthodox has been a powerful weapon for persecuting the reformers and for killing all reform. So this explains as to why caste members, if they are in fact reformed themselves, educated, or have had an awareness of democratic principles, can go back into their castes and preach to the caste to further bring reform to their fellows. And this is one of the main reasons why when Savarnas who have been reformed come to us, Dalit leaders, or come to me in particular, and tell me that based on having privilege, they want to make use of that privilege and go back and talk to their caste members and discuss the issue of caste, I tell them, don't bother. It's like banging a head on the wall. The best thing that can happen is they dismiss you. The worst thing that can happen is they'll excommunicate you. Either way, the more you align with us, the less useful it is for you to go back into your caste and preach to them. Actually, worst comes to worst, you will come to us for moral support and emotional support because your caste kicks out and you can't go to anyone else for support. So you just become a burden when you start doing that. Do it once, I don't know, but just that's not where you can go, because as such Hindu religion still is the same. So the caste system is still the same, and castes still use excommunication and will kick you out. So basically it's a no-win situation for you guys. Ask us as to how else you can use your privilege in other areas and help us take this message to the community. That might be a better way you can help us. Now I do want to touch upon individual for my Western non-Indian audience. Do not equate an individual as you know here in America, let's say, to an individual in India. Though an adult, an individual in India, as with regards to a caste and an individual, the relationship is that of a juvenile and guardians. So in such a case, when this person, individual, ever leaves the community and is excommunicated, it's not easy for them to go set up shop in a different city or whatnot. Their caste group is their credit score. Their caste group is their reference pool. Their caste group is their character giving authority, like if there was a character letter for this person, which again, like a reference, their caste is what needs to be there if a new group needs to accept them. So it's not easy for an individual to just pick up bag and baggage and leave from, hey, I'm leaving East Coast, I'm going to go now live on the West Coast because I don't like the community I am in on the East Coast. So that issue is always there. So you can't just see one-to-one when you hear an individual and society, Indian society, and an individual within an Indian society is completely different and very dependent on the caste as opposed to an individual thriving society like America. I hope this helps.